Well, welcome to this introduction to loving kindness and the loving kindness exercises. Loving kindness is a wonderful way of sort of introducing us to and getting used to the compassion exercises and to develop a, let's say, kinder attitude toward ourselves as well. So the exercise itself consists of 4 phrases, each said in succession. And there's time left after each phrase for you to repeat the phrase to yourself silently to really inculcate the meaning and the feeling of the words. And then we go through all those 4 phrases, and then we go through them a couple times to reinforce. And and so there's also what I call the 6 stations of loving kindness. And that is loving kindness for ourselves. Second is loving kindness for a loved one. Third, or somebody who's having a hard time, someone we really care about. Third is compassion for a neutral person, someone we don't have any feelings one way or the other for. Fourth is compassion for someone we don't particularly care for, who's harmed us in the past. That's difficult. And fifth is compassion for all humans, everybody on the planet. That's even more difficult. And then the sixth one is compassion for all living beings, whether it's human beings or animals or birds or just for all living things. So in this website, on my website, at least for now, I'm going to have just the exercise, the loving kindness exercise for oneself, and the loving kindness exercise for oneself and another. Because it takes some practice to get used to this and to be able to work up to expressing loving kindness toward people who have harmed ourselves or others. So what's advised is to start slow. And so that's why we start just with ourselves. And that's where the foundation really of all the other stations is that we have solid loving kindness for ourselves. The rest are easier. And so we start there, loving kindness for ourselves. And then loving kindness for someone we care about. So oftentimes this brings up, and the compassion exercises also bring up a lot of feelings. And that's what they're supposed to do. So we, as I mentioned a time or two throughout these talks, is that when those things come up that are in the way, serve as obstacles, we use the exercises actually to work through them. The exercises actually bring them up for us to work through with the exercises. So nothing's wrong. We're not bad. We're not terrible at this. It's just that's what happens when the obstacles, the impediments come up, the things that we need to apply our loving kindness to begin to arise. And so it's recommended to start slow. And there are 2 exercises that are really less activating than some of the others. And that is the affectionate breathing and the compassionate body scan. Those can be helpful in making the transition from loving kindness into loving kindness, and then transition from loving kindness to compassion. So I hope you enjoy the journey, and hope this is beneficial to you. Thank you for listening.